This is the brand new Apple MacBook Pro that I just bought. And if you think I bought this from my YouTube earnings, well, you'd be partially correct, because there's definitely no way I made over $1,200 with a YouTube channel of this size. I have just over 1,600 subscribers that I love dearly. Though I could have bought it from all the gains with my Apple stock. The finance YouTube niche is a great one to be in, as YouTube/Google Ads pays considerably more for finance channels than they do, say, a gardening channel. The assumption here is that advertisers assume that people looking at stock market videos have more money to spend on their products than, say, a gardener. Sorry, gardening community, you do a great service like providing us oxygen, but you don't actually make the world go around like money does. Today we will talk about how much money I make on YouTube, how to go viral, and the #1 most cringy mistake that I see new beginners make. Just like I know you're not going to miss touching that like button for the algorithm and subscribing for all the great content that I'm trying to push out here. Step 1. Start yelling and shouting in all of your videos to be successful on YouTube. The more you shout, for some reason, the more credible you magically start to be. Doesn't matter about the substance or reliability as long as you amplify your voice. Step 2, the thumbnail must have the hot stock of the week with the price. And basically how this works is you just take the stock price that the hot stock is currently trading at and then just double it, followed by a question mark. For example, Neo is currently trading at $60 right now, so the thumbnail should say $120 question mark. Also, just put 5x or 10x in every title. If one day it comes true, well, you can take credit for it. But if it actually goes down 5x or 10x, just pretend that you never made the video and continue making ad revenue from it, of course. Step 3, this is my favorite actually. Step 3 is you don't actually need to do any of your own research. Just totally rip a CNBC analyst clip and have that as your video. No need to actually do any analysis or commentary of the actual video. Just pretend that you are CNBC.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.
So I hope you guys enjoy that satire. I'm definitely guilty of doing all of these myself. But now let's get into the actual money making, the reason why you clicked on this video. So I put out my first stock market related video in January of 2019, but I did not become monetized till a full year later at the end of January 2020. That's right, it took me across 2 decades to get monetized. That's how hard it is here on YouTube. But really, you just need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Which, if you follow all of the steps I just mentioned, it's gonna come to you super easy as long as you keep at it. Every now and then I have to go through my subscription feed and start purging the inactive YouTube creators. And I start unsubscribing because most people just stop making videos once they realize YouTube is a lot harder than they thought. I would say in my experience, only about 5% of all finance YouTubers will get monetized. The other 95% just stop and give up on their dreams of being the next Graham Stephan. Which is totally fine, by the way. Not everyone's life calling is to talk about personal finances. There's probably something else that they are great at. Though these days it seems like everyone and their grandma is starting up a YouTube channel. Alright, I think that's enough playing around and stalling, so without further ado, in my first full month of YouTube, which was February of 2019, I made a whole $17.05 in ad revenue from YouTube. And that month I released 5 videos, and I estimate it takes me about 8 hours to produce each video. This includes writing scripts, doing research, creating thumbnails, editing the video, uploading and adding the tags and descriptions, coming up with a clickbait title. Basically, I would estimate all that takes about 8 hours. So if we take the 5 videos I released times 8 hours, that's 40 hours of work, basically a full-time job. And that gives you a great hourly rate of 43 cents per hour that I have spent working on YouTube. So that's what I earned at my very first full month of being a full-time YouTuber. Then in March, I made a whole $13.59, released 5 videos that month. Again, 34 cents, actually got a pay decrease as if it was somehow possible to get even less than 43 cents per an hour. In April, we actually made $20.95, but it took me 7 videos to do that. So that's about 56 hours of work throughout the month, and my hourly rate was 37 cents. Now moving on to May here, this is when I actually made double what I made the previous month in $42.47. This month I released 8 videos, including one that went pretty viral, and by viral I mean on my standards of course, and that certainly helps in creating more ad revenue. And having a large arsenal of YouTube videos is also somewhat similar to dividend investing, as in all the videos that I've made in the past, some of them are still getting views. They won't get anywhere near the same amount of views as when a video first comes out, but these videos, if they're good enough, they will still get a few views every so often. These videos are known as Evergreen videos, meaning people are still finding them when searching for a particular topic. They might see my video come up first. And that's how they basically continue to make me a few more pennies every single month, is when people continue to search for them. It's pretty hard to get evergreen content these days because, again, everyone and their grandmas are on YouTube these days, so there's plenty of competition, especially in the stock market world. Also, information can get outdated really quick in this particular niche. For example, if I make a video about Apple stock right now, it's a very good chance that within 3 months, basically whenever their next earnings report is, that information can very likely already be outdated. So let's continue here. In June, I actually got another pay decrease in ad revenue, only made $24.34. I released 4 videos that particular month. That's 32 hours of work, and I got paid 76 cents. Moving on into July, I got $43 for 4 videos. That's 32 hours of work. Hourly rate of $1.34. In August, I had another video that basically caught fire by my standards, so I made $53 that month, 6 videos, 48 hours of work, $1.11 per an hour. Wow, I was really eating good that month. Then we go into September. I got paid $36.02. Now September is actually interesting because I was actually on a remote vacation for the first half of that month, so I actually didn't even put out many videos. But that viral video that I had going for me in August and July, that continued to get more views in September, so it kind of inflated my September number than what it really should have been. So I only released 3 videos that month, but I got paid $1.50, which is actually probably the best that I did all of 2020. In October, went down to $30.75 as my viral video started to, cool down, slow down in the amount of views that it was getting. Put out 6 videos that month. 48 hours of work, but that's only 64 cents hourly rate. And then as we close out the year here, got November $33.55, another 4 video released a month, and that gets us $1.05. And then when we get into December, put out 6 videos, $34.90 in ad revenue, 73 cents an hour for my hourly rate. And then we're going to top it all off here in January, where obviously the month isn't over yet, but at the time of me recording this, I made $20.29, and I've released 5 videos for another 40-hour work week, and that's about 51 cents hourly rate. So altogether, I made a whole $369.99. I think we can just round that to $370. We released 63 different videos, totaling 504 hours of work for a whopping 73 cents per an hour. But that's totally okay. I make very good money from my job. I make very good money in my stock market returns. The value that I try to provide here. And when people in the comments tell me how much I've inspired them and how they've been focused to change their financial habits, that's something that you just can't measure monetarily, and that means so much to me than any sum of money could ever mean. And here's a quick screenshot from YouTube just to prove that I really did make this much, in case you thought I was lying about making this little here on YouTube, in which case you really need to go seek some help. This video was not made to discourage anyone from doing YouTube. I just wanted to show that for everyone on the finance Mount Rushmore of YouTubers, which includes me, Kevin, Graham, Stephan, Jeremy from Financial Education, and Andre Jeek, who probably make close to $250,000 a month in total revenues. This includes, YouTube, affiliate marketing. There's literally hundreds of us small-time YouTubers who either don't make anything or literally make pennies. I'm sure you can apply the same metaphor to other aspects of life. And as promised, the most cringy mistake I see a new person here on YouTube make is when someone takes the time to comment on one of their videos and they literally just say thank you. That's like when someone says HBU on your birthday rather than spelling it out. It's kind of an unwritten rule here on YouTube. Basically, if you're a creator and they comment on one of your videos, you have to go and check them out as well and comment on their video. That's just kind of an unwritten rule. But then there's those few viewers who comment on your videos that aren't fellow YouTube creators. These people are a dime a dozen. They are trying to engage with you and help your channel grow without expecting anything back in return. Be sure to actually have a very genuine response to them and get to know them. Don't just cut a generic cut and paste response that you do for all of your replies. Make theirs very unique. I always appreciate everybody who takes the time to comment on my videos, but I definitely appreciate those who don't have a YouTube channel that much more. Anyway, if you like this type of video, please let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can start including it in my monthly dividend income videos as another form of somewhat passive income. Be sure that you've hit that like button, and we will talk again real soon.